Yo, how's it going there, folks? And welcome back to the wonderful world that is Etheria. Hello, how's it going? We are here on a wonderful Embermount Volcano, and I thought I would bring you guys my strategy for how it is that I've been knocking this bad boy out. The information is already around. If you haven't been catching my live streams or on the Twitches, original Omni, over on the Twitches, then you would see me smashing this map out very easily. So I will just go through the motions here, and we will talk about some of the stuffs and the things and stuff. So Flame Aura over here, we have. It's mostly just about the empowering aura on this bad boy. Range, and I even substituted one of my basically my tenacity boost aura relic that you guys maybe know of from watching all the onslaught stuffs and things that we had happening. And I basically just got more range on here. Ignore tenacity and the power. It was just about the range. So if you've got something else that can add into the range, you're going to give yourself a nice big bad boy like this. And it's all basically just about the empowering aura. Flame aura and water aura increases the hero damage of ability power heroes standing inside them by 29%. So it's a good one. It's a good one to have right there. Now, let's move on. So what I usually like to do is I usually like to start here, slam this down, and I'll hop down here, jump, and then fly right here, and then squeeze in. Like it can be a bit tricky from now and again, but I like to squeeze in a tree here because I kind of want to have out of the way of everybody. If everybody's normally likes to stand up on this platform up here, so this will help everybody to get a nice, get the crits going and get the heals going, and yeah. There's nothing genuinely special about the tree. It's just about its range. That's all that it's about. Deadly strikes, vicious strikes, and as you can see, I've only got an 8 out of 10 range on there. I've had this 8 out of 10 range on this Dryad for such a long time because it's the only thing that I need is for the range, so that I could place down her defenses. So that's basically that. I don't know if I need to reiterate reflect beams because I think everybody should have reflect beams, but you simply just need a reflect beam to. You just need one to work. It doesn't matter what you have on the relic because naturally a reflect beam just reflects. So we're looking to place a reflect beam over here to protect from this volcanic trail over here, because hex throwers, even though we've played a bunch of times where there's never been a reflect beam here, every now and again you'll get a loss and you'll be like, oh well, what happened? It's because of this reflect beam, to tell you the truth. There's a reflect beam issue, kind of like stuff and things kind of like going on over there. So now let's move on to the meat and the bones of it. So yeah, we're back to the skelly archers again. One here, and I like to come into the middle with this one over here. Place this one down, roughly about there. I guess we will go over the skelly archers. I think you guys know what these are. Pierce, range. It's a Chaos 8 piece. Yes, I do have Gilded, Double Tap, Destruction, Mass Destruction. I've only just recently been getting this guy some 6 out of 10, gear to try and push past what it is that he's got. But it's been a bit tricky actually finding these maxed out pieces. I got super lucky here. I got another one super lucky here, but see, actually trying to find these higher tier pieces to replace the gear on the builders, it's been a bit tough. As you can see, when it comes down to mythical gear, I seem to be finding more mythical gear that has the higher stats on it. But when it comes down to the legendaries, it's few and far. I seem to get these a lot more. So I've been really hesitant to like upgrade these and use these in particular for the build. But yeah, nothing special. It's the same archers that I've had posted up on my channel before. Same exact archers. Boost aura. It's I guess we could talk about the boost aura as well, I suppose. Diverse power, diverse crit damage, and range isn't needed. It's not like 100%. But basically, we've dropped out the boosted grasp, and I've went with a vampiric, boosted power, and a destruction. And then what I like to do is I like to slam this here. LSA, I mean, the LSA can play a little bit of a part within the build. And like I would dare say, maybe potentially, for some people that might end up having a bit of a struggle with it, maybe a melee chaos mini boss is probably what you're used to having. That's probably more ideal, but it's whatever at this point to me. So then, what I like to do here is I like to put the LSA down here, because if anything does kind of stretch over from this lane and makes it over close enough to these guys, well then we have an LSA that kind of, as you could see, like it covers from there to there. So if something just happens to get over here, well, we do have an LSA. It's not going to be upgraded, but it does a nice amount of damage, you know, as it currently stands anyway. And then of course we're going to add in a lovely little buff beam there. And then that's going to make it all nice and spicy. Spice it up very nicely. So we went from, what, 3 mil, 3.5 mil up to 5 mil on LSA. That's very nice indeed. Very nice. Very nice. Now, actually, we'll come over here first, because you kind of have a few options when it comes around to like the other lane, because these other lanes, I would say, are more dependent on how good your gear is, but I guess it's more about how confident you are within your archers. So I'm turning these archers and I'm facing them. It's roughly about here that we're facing them. We're leaving like the gap in the middle, like this. I usually don't like walk over here and point them, and I just slam them down here and then just point them in this general direction. The buff beam, archers are going to take care of that. I probably should have pointed that out actually, that the archers will take care of the flyers that are over there. And then we're going to repeat the process. Boost aura, and then again this LSA is actually going within the boost and the buff beam, so that if something does tend to get close, well then we have the LSA again. If anything gets too close, we've got something that's going to work. It is debatable. This is another thing that you can consider. If for some strange reason the wyverns are able to actually reach your defenses and you have an issue because you're lacking damage, you can potentially opt out to have a reflect beam instead with destructive pylon on it. But I've mostly just been going with the LSA, like, to tell you the truth. Just LSA hotness. I'm not making that jump. Over here, what I usually like to do is I usually like to take this buff beam and then stretch it across here. This is just how I do it, obviously. Point archer that way. Take another archer and point it that way. Another archer and point it that way as well. Basically, aim it towards that flyer lane is basically the gist of it. Aim it in, like, next to it, in front of it, you know, just somewhere along. Well, as you can see, like, basically it's been pointing basically towards that side part there. Over here, these ones pretty much get to go to this side to cover this lane. So we'll slam these bad boys down over here. There's no particular placement when it comes round to this LSA, I would say. I usually put my boost aura here, and then I put the destructive pylon LSA over on this side, is how I like to do it. because these lanes are relatively long and there's like quite a lot of travel time, most mobs just die. If there's anything that manages to push all the way up to here, this is where they die pretty much. If they manage to make it all the way up, they're just going to die anyway. Over here again, like this is such a long line for these guys to travel to, so like this side isn't as bad as the other ones. This is the one that you could kind of be a little bit more carefree about, but you still want to be cautious about it, you know. 3 archers that way, again 3 archers that way. You know, they all help out one another, so there's kind of no need to have 4 there and 4 here. I haven't tweaked this build in any way, shape or form, which I might end up doing and pumping out another video for you guys. But anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Over here, so this is the one that people usually tend to have trouble with. Archer, 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 and I put it down, but then I turn, and that's where I'm placing it. That's the general direction that I want that going. And then again, boop, nudge this over a little bit, and again, roughly about there. Just roughly about there. Roughly. Here, LSA, and a buff beam, and that's pretty much it. That's it for it. Nothing too much, nothing too fancy. You can tweak this set of archers to your liking. Obviously, we have DU here and here that can be used. Now, what I also like to do right here is actually place a reflect beam down, stretching straight across this particular barrier here. Still got to figure this one out. There we go. Okay, that's a bit more centered. There we go. What I usually like to do is put a reflect beam up here as well. So not only we've got the healing, the extra crit, we've got the extra damage for ability power users and hero damage users. It doesn't matter what you use, as long as you just bring a good DPS with you. It's all gravy. It's all gravy. And then we have the protection here. As long as you're standing in between this thing, or like just somewhere roughly about here, you can let the phoenix shoot down and rain down upon you. Now, let's also maybe potentially have a quick discussion about heroes and who, what, where, when to bring said heroes. Just quickly. So, well, actually, we could let the wave go. Let the wave go. Let it do its thing. I would say the only thing I would say that is mostly people's problem is probably this lane up here. Somehow, every now and again, a lady orc likes to push past through here, but it's so random that I don't even know if you would need to really adhere to like well, you can change stuffs, you know. Like I said, there's all this DU that's basically sitting right here that just, it doesn't need to be used, you know. Maybe if you want to focus more on the damage aspect with the flame aura and then take out these other 2 things. Yeah, I mean, is that my boost aura that's just ticking away like crazy? I have no clue. Is it? I just see the red flashing going on over there. But yeah, as you can see, everything's like everything's just getting melted. So it's all gravy. It's all gravy. In terms of the upgrades, I'd probably say if you're somebody that does use these here to have 6 archers, make sure that is upgraded, just for your own safety. Don't worry about these ones as much. More worry about these ones right here, as well as the other ones over here, where this rock gate is. Because this is where bosses mostly come from. And I've even got a Quibbly over there. So it's even debatable whether or not to, you know, take these up a little bit more, just because, you know, if there's too many mobs when Quibbly comes out of there, then it's just going to have problems. So basically, just fit pepper and feather in your upgrades. Just throw them around. Yeah. So with heroes at the end of the game, monks obviously what a majority of everybody is going to have. A tank of some sort would essentially be very, very handy every now and again. Inside my deck though, right now, like instead of me having to like hot swap between countless heroes constantly all the time, I have a bit of a rhythm right now to where I could swap to the Countess. The Countess is so good, by the way. She's so nice, so good, so nice. Hello there, Countess. Hello. Just absolutely gorgeous, just amazing. And I have a Gun Witch. Notice that both of these have liches. Hot swapping between your heroes when you're doing this particular run. Yeah, see, that was a good call on my half to make sure that I'd taken another couple of those up, because he got pretty close. Pretty damn close. Square that. I basically like to square that one away. Make sure it's all taken care of. Come back over here. We do have the bosses starting to pile out. Oh, wait, here's an ogre. Yeah, why not? You can. I'm pretty sure there's going to be so much mana that I could scoop up over here. So, oh, come on. Over. Damn it, I'm going to be short. Could I get enough for 600? Oh, there we go. 600, please. We'll take all of these bad boys up just to ensure the safety of... this lane like kind of shoots in over here beside this lane. Like it's hard for it not to shoot into that lane, you know. So in theory, if you really wanted to, you could drop this down to have 5 archers instead of the 6 here. But you know, symmetry. Like I like to keep it nice and tidy and neat and everything as much as possible. You know, 6 there, 6 there, 4, 4. You know, like keep it nice and clean. Keep it nice and clean. I like to hot swap when it comes round to the heroes. Bird comes along. I actually wait until it gets here. Usually the majority, if you watch the streams or stuff like that, usually we all like to stand here and we just shoot or swing or whatever it is that you're doing at the time. Just stand here and just shoot. Then I wait for the bird to come on over, and it usually likes to dive down. And then, depending on if you have a DP, like a nice, I dare say barbarian, or a merc. A mercenary is always a good option as well. Get him to stand here, let them take the aggro, and then once the bird's right here, that's usually when I'm like, oh, that's it, let loose, lich in and everything. And you ain't got nothing on me. Let's participate with a little bit of Slick Kelly on death, shall we? Get on over here. I know that I probably could have cut the video a long time ago for y'all, but I'm letting you guys see like the full thing, you know, here while this goes, pretty much. I'm just letting you see all. Excuse me. But yeah, bird comes in, it lands down here. That's usually when I start boosting and then, you know, liching and stuffs. And then I wait like 10 seconds or something while I'm trying to shoot, while I'm shooting it down. And then I swap. And then with the Countess, I buff everybody by hitting 2 and then using the lich as well. So like just outputting as much DPS as we possibly can for everybody. Once I feel like, you know, like 10 seconds or ish is over, then I swap again. I know there's assassins coming, so I'm being a bit smarter here and swapping over here to instead. Archers, thank you. Only 2 problems that you have: Draken Lord and Roller. That's like the only 2 problems. Only two issues that you'll ever end up having with this. Leeboop! Oh yeah! Get on out of here. Wave 5. Okay, wave 5 is something I would say to pay attention to. I'm going to actually quickly jump into my inventory because... well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to finish the boss fight for y'all because it's... Well, I don't know. Should I? Should I? It's going to be a one hell of a long, drawn-out video for me to fight the boss with. And I can't use the strategy that I would usually use because, well, I'm on my own. I'm on my own here. We can't burn through it as quickly. Okay, wave 5. I would say one of the best things to do is double check and see if there is a nice ancient. And there is an ancient. Okay. Crank this up then is probably my suggestion. Yeah, crank that bad boy up and let it fly. Fly. Ancient. As you can see, like the ancient just got absolutely decimated. Those archers up there on that side can actually, I don't know if you caught that, can actually shoot down into that bottom lane. Look, they're even trying to shoot down into that lane down here as well. Like, you would have thought that this lane here would have been pressured a lot more just for like how short the lane is with those archers. Like those guys need to constantly be firing the barrage. Constantly firing that barrage down there. Otherwise you've got problems. You got problems. Incoming! Save me. Thank you. Good save. Malthus, we all hate you. You know that we hate you. Go on. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do the strategy that I usually do. Well, there you go. 5 out of 5. Easily done. And then we wait. Impatiently we wait. That sound is so terrible, isn't it? I mean, it is what it is, right? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. There probably is a screenshot moment right there, isn't there? Yeah, so I can't do the strategy that I would usually do. Let's see, let's have a quick look around. Any ancients? No ancients or nothing? Okay, well that's fantastic. I mean, I'll give it a go. We shall try. Bird likes to come along. It likes to shoot that fireball, then goes in the air, then charges, tries to boop you. You got to be wary of the bosses sometimes. Nope. Nope. Nice try. Ah! I couldn't quite get to the reflect beam there. That's what I was trying to do. Need to get to the reflect. Oh, what's going on? Like, I can't even control anything right now. So there's that first phase done. They're away over yonder. Hold on for a quick second. Get the guy off me. Jump on up. Lich away. Run! Quick little dab in over there. Oh, now's the time. No! Oh. It's so hard for me to stay alive on the gun witch because she has no HP. No HP whatsoever. Now a quick little swap. You know, just I'm doing what damage I can, which it's not much to tell you the truth, not on her. She's all just HP right now. So we're just gonna get off me. Get off me. Where are you? Okay, I'm hot swapping now. Just gonna try and get a bit of a dodge. I'm trying to get the bird in a better position right now. Okay, we got. Was it dread bones that I heard there? Nope. Okay. I should have died way more already. No! Help me, archers. Help me. Help! Reflect beam doing work. Yep, that was definitely going to happen. I can't. I just don't have the deeps solo to be able to do this. Keep going. Oh, I survived that. Funnily enough. No. Got many pure post sending me messages too. Ah, come on. I had assassins showing up at the wrong time. Watch out for that flamethrower, man. You'll get used to the rhythm of what's happening. Watch out for that flamethrower. Gonna throw some bombs. Is that an assassin or something that came to say hi to me there? Watch out for the balls on the ground as well, by the way. Trying to get him to, like... want them to get onto the ground. It's actually so much easier when you're in a group of people to get them on the ground. No, 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 no. That was a tough one. The fire was just coating the reflect beam. I need. If I was able to just somehow get more DU somehow. Ah. Is that a loss? Is that a loss? Or can you can hit it one more time, can't you? Keep doing the best that you can. He's going to do his little divey dive. He's kind of all over the place right now. Oh. I think it'd be better if I swapped to the monk actually. Come on! Go. Check for that flamethrower. And adios. Get on out of here! Give it! And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Yeah. this definitely is a gear check. If you're somebody that's just kind of been breezing through a lot of content, especially when it comes down to the C8 content. C8 content is actually genuinely not that hard. Like, for the majority of people, C8 is like very, very easy to get around. You know, we basically use the same exact thing. We use archers, correct? Basically just use archers. You can use auras, stuff like that as well if you want, proton beams and stuff, but I still think archers and EACs are always just as good as well. But yeah, there you go. There you have it. I do hope you enjoyed this this build. I do apologise, you know, for lack of content and stuff, but as well as this video being as long as it is, but it's a full run. You got to see it from start to finish. Hopefully, I was able to kind of like explain all the stuff and the things to you. I'm pretty sure I covered the majority of everything. I think the only thing that I didn't cover, which was the buff beam. I mean, it has mass destruction in it, boosted beam destruction, diverse power. I mean, it's a maxed out buff beam. This is a maxed out boost aura. Like, C9 is definitely not for the faint of heart. And I'm trying to do one of the smarter things as well, is because I did this solo, this bag of inventory is going to get absolutely hammered. And I mean like hammered. Like, yeah, look at this, look. 17,122. And then we look at this piece, it has 16, so like it would actually be easier, even though it might not be as efficient and and more expensive. It actually might even be more efficient to grab some of these other pieces and like level them up. So I'm basically going to do the smart thing that I usually do. I usually clear this bag, and then I usually open this chest, because like you could see all the loot everywhere, like you can see it all, and then I spam click. I basically just I will take that Phoenix pet, thank you very much. My RNG knows no bounds. It knows no bounds. And there's another one. Another one. Spiral Strikes, that's a nice one to keep a hold of. What do we get? Sword. Mark of the Phoenix. It's not bad, but the stats on it are kind of trash. Like, so we're looking for one that's higher than this one. Nope. So I delete that. And then yeah, like usually I end up G'ing up now, and then usually my bags are full, but like because obviously I've got some stuff that's just kind of like sitting here. This could get full really quickly. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and yeah, take care, have fun, and I will catch us all later. Ew!